are hearing from the RIPTA driver Pawtucket police say helped to stop a man with a weapon on board his bus last Friday morning. The driver says he picked up the man outside of Walgreens on Broad Street but had to pull over just a short time later. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie has been tracking this story. And Alex, police say the man got aggressive after refusing to wear a mask.
Yeah, Kim, and this is where John Lebeau had to pull over his bus last Friday during the morning rush, telling all of his passengers to get off because the man that he had asked to put on a mask pointed to what he believed was a gun in his waistband.
As soon as he lifted it up, as soon as I seen it, I was on him. I didn't want to give him a chance to get to the gun. At that point, I was in fear for my life, and I had I think it was like 10 people on the bus. I didn't want anything to happen to them as well.
RIPTA driver John Lebeau says he subdued this man, 36-year-old Carlos Flores, in an effort to keep his hands away from what police later learned was an unloaded BB gun. But Lebeau and his passengers didn't know that at the time.
He just kept going for the gun. He wouldn't stop. I kept yelling at him, stop going for it, stop going for it.
Lebeau told me in his 16 years on the job, some riders have been verbally abusive. But in the last 2 years, the federally mandated mask requirement on buses has been an issue for some riders. Realistically,
no, almost on a daily basis. There's always somebody, and listen, I get it. We're all sick of the masks, and it's hard for the passengers to understand, but drivers don't want to wear those masks either. I mean, but we got to do what we have to do.
Lebeau says he doesn't consider himself a hero like his union ATU Local 618 does.
I think the heroes are really the cops, and I mean that in the most genuine way, because I was thrown into that position. They knew what was happening, and they still came. So to me, those guys are the heroes.
And we reached out to RIPTA again today for an interview and further comment. A spokesperson told us the safety and security of its passengers and its employees is of the utmost importance. Reporting live in Pawtucket, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
And as soon as I said I have to call PD, the man stood up, walked over to me, lifted up his shirt with his hand, showing me a gun, a barrel of a gun.
That's what a RIPTA driver says happened after encountering a passenger that refused to wear a mask on board his bus in Pawtucket last week. Carlos Flores, a 36-year-old from Providence, is now facing felony and misdemeanor charges related to last Friday's incident. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie joins us live now from where this all unfolded.
The driver, John Lebeau, tells me he was wrestling with the passenger at this bus stop at Collier Park for what he says felt like 10 minutes. He says he wasn't sure if the passenger was going to fire a gun at him or his passengers, and it was all stemming from refusing to wear a mask.
There's always somebody mad about something.
RIPTA driver John Lebeau says last Friday morning that somebody was 36-year-old Carlos Flores, who he learned didn't have a mask on once he boarded Lebeau's bus on Broad Street in Pawtucket.
I asked the gentleman multiple times to put on the mask, and he refused. As we started getting closer to Collier Park, he became more aggressive.
Lebeau says at that point, he pulled the bus over and walked to the back to ask Flores to comply or he'd have to call police. That's when Lebeau says Flores pointed to some type of firearm in his waistband. Police later learned it was an unloaded BB gun.
I don't know anything about guns. It looked very real to me. And at that point, I grabbed him up. I subdued him, put his hands over his head, trying to keep his hands away from the gun.
Lebeau says he told his passengers to get off the bus, and one of them called 911.
I've never had to go hands-on with a passenger. Mostly it's verbal. They get angry, they get upset over whatever reason, but usually they'll walk off the bus, no problem. It's never gone this far, not with me anyway.
Lebeau says he's not sure if he'll go back to driving, but says he doesn't hold a grudge against Flores.
We all make mistakes in life. And I really hope for his sake, he just gets his life back on track.
Flores is out on bond with conditions that he not have contact with Lebeau. He's due back in court on Friday for a status conference. Reporting in Pawtucket, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.